So, my name is Heather DeMayan. I grew up in Columbia. I currently live in St. Charles. On August 9th, I started seeing a number of reports on Twitter and Facebook and videos on YouTube about the shooting of Mike Brown. And I started seeing videos from that evening where people had gone to form a memorial in the middle of the road, and police came and released dogs on them. And these were peaceful protesters with their arms in the air. And this bothered me very greatly. And the next day, on the 10th, my mother and I decided we were going to go to, there was a candlelight vigil for to memorialize Mike Brown that night on West Florissant in Canfield. And we went there, and it was a peaceful candlelight march, and people started marching up from Canfield onto West Florissant, and all of a sudden the police released their dogs on people again. And then police from St. Louis County and over a dozen other municipals blocked the road at Ferguson and West Florissant and stood there in tear gas masks. There is a media narrative that they escalated after the looting. This was well over an hour before anything was looted. They all had their tear gas masks on, ready to attack peaceful protesters. I have video of it. On the 17th, another peaceful march, we were attacked out of nowhere with tear gas. A young man named Josh pushed me out of the tear gas. Other protesters helped wash my face and helped get me out of there. And then the police advanced up the street and they hit us again with the tear gas. They had Bearcats on the roads, the armored vehicles. Last week, Reverend Gamble was here from the Association of Spanish Lake Advocates, and he was wondering why there was money for tear gas, but not for wheelchair accessible sidewalks where he lived. And I have the same question because there's a narrative that St. Louis County got all of their equipment from the 1033 military surplus program. Yet on that list of what they received is not tear gas nor Bearcats. And county told me directly on Facebook that they bought all their Bearcats directly from Lenco Armor. So that's where they did not get that free from the government. That is county money being spent to attack residents and visitors and supporters in that community. And that young man who pushed me out of that tear gas on August 17th, a week and a half ago on a Thursday, I filmed and witnessed him being attacked by police, being thrown to the ground, beaten and choked, with an officer's hand on his throat. There was no reason for any of that. I watched a woman beaten unconscious, hogtied, and her limp body carried away. I have it on video. Am I out of time? Because I'm kind of rambling, I think.